What's going on, everybody? It's Recovery Kid Seth here. So today I want to talk about a topic that I don't think gets discussed enough, and that is attitude, the power of your mindset. When it comes to getting lean, when it comes to dieting and losing fat, I think your biggest asset really is your attitude, your mindset going into it. See, when I made this kind of switch in my brain, changed my mindset, it's made a big difference. It's made it a lot easier and less difficult. See, the last time that I was dieting, I viewed it as a punishment. Like, man, I have to be hungry. This sucks. I gotta do this cardio. This sucks. Like, poor me. Poor me. And that's a terrible way to think about it, because nobody's forcing me to get lean. Like, nobody's putting a bullet to my head saying, you gotta get down at 8% body fat, you know? Nobody's making you diet. You are choosing to diet. So you don't look at it as a punishment, because it's not a punishment. It's your choice. I mean, we're actually fortunate enough here in America that we can choose to diet if that's what we want to do, you know? Some people in other countries, they would love to have the opportunity to be able to eat the way that we do. So we are very fortunate that we have the option to go on a diet if we want to with, you know, it's a curse that we're surrounded by such highly palatable food for dirt cheap. So it's very, very easy to be overweight, and it's actually more expensive and harder to be at a healthy weight these days. But still, just remind yourself of that. Like, when you're on a diet and you're trying to lose fat, just be like, this isn't a punishment. This is actually a great opportunity. This is not a punishment. This is a reward. And the reward is uncovering the muscle that you've built. The reward is getting to see how good you look when you strip off that layer of fat. That's the reward. So dieting shouldn't be looked at as a punishment or a chore. It should be looked at as a reward for your hard work. You put in all that hard work in the gym building that muscle, and now you get to reward yourself with stripping off the fat to unveil it and to see what you've done, and, you know, uncover the sculpture that you've built being your body. And so when I started thinking of it that way, it made a big difference. And so now, like, I started doing this recently, like this last week, it started to get a little more tough. I'd be at work and my energy levels were not great at all. And I was hungry, but every time I just kept telling myself, like, I'm not tired and I'm not hungry. And I just kept, and I swear to God, just by saying that to myself, it helped so much. Just the power of your mind is huge. So when you're feeling tired and hungry on a diet, literally say it out loud and say to yourself, I'm not tired and I'm not hungry. And just keep going about your day and just keep grinding. And when you do that, it becomes less of a grind. And I mean, the less you can think about your hunger and your lack of energy, the better. Because if you're not thinking about it, it's not going to be such a struggle and such a prevalent thought process in your mind. You just have to literally, like, the power of your thoughts is huge. And so just remember that when you're losing weight, and if you catch yourself thinking about, man, I don't want to, like, I can't eat these foods, or I have to do this cardio. No, don't. You have to try to immediately change your thoughts around and say, you know what? I'm choosing not to eat those foods. I can eat those foods anytime I want to, but I don't want to eat those foods. I want to eat my lean meat, my vegetables, my fruit. I want to eat these foods that are not calorically dense because I want to be lean and I want to uncover the hard work I put in the gym, and I want the reward. Like, I want the reward of an awesome body. I want to go to the beach and be the leanest guy on that beach. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta change the mindset and just remind yourself, what do you care about more? Do you want to eat that pizza, or do you want to be lean? Like, what do you want more? It's what it all comes down to. And don't even tell yourself that you can't have a food, because you can. You could eat it whenever you want to. I mean, assuming you have the funds to pay for it. But just think about it this way, like, that pizza's always going to be there. It's never going away. I could have it at any time I want, but I'm choosing not to eat it right now because it's not conducive to my goals. So I don't even want it. And just tell yourself that. Like, I remember I was driving down this busy road next to my house, and there's just fast food restaurants all the way down it. And I happened to be feeling quite hungry at the time, but I was just driving past them, and this is kind of ridiculous, but I was like, I don't want you. I don't want to eat you. I don't want to eat you. I don't want to eat you. And just literally just saying it. Like, I want to go home and make myself a meal that's going to be super filling, very nutritious, and help me stay on track with my goals. So, yeah, the power of your mindset, just having a great attitude is huge when it comes to getting lean. It makes it so much better. Like, it's so much easier to stay on track and not feel like you're just suffering and grinding away when you tell yourself it's not that bad. Just tell yourself, like, I'm not tired and I'm not hungry. And when you're going to do your cardio, just tell yourself, like, hey, yeah, I'm doing this cardio to burn calories, to be in a caloric deficit, but guess what I'm also doing? I'm also improving my cardiovascular health big time. I'm also building good habits. I'm being active, and I'm preventing all kinds of diseases by doing this cardio. So I'm not just doing this to burn calories. I'm doing this to be a healthy person, so I can play with my grandkids and have the energy to do that. So just remind yourself of why we're in this whole health and fitness journey to begin with. Like, yes, aesthetics and looking good is a bonus, and that's the reward, one of the rewards, but it's also just to be healthy and to live a long, fulfilling life. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.